Hello guys and happy new year. Oh, that sounds so weird saying new year. I want to say new year's so bad. I know that's not correct, but new year sounds odd. Anyway, happy 2025. We are starting off this new year with a camera. I've been on YouTube for like 3 years. I think for some time, and I have never had a camera, but my wonderful, amazing boyfriend got me one for Christmas, which is the sweetest thing ever. I could not thank him enough. And what perfect timing, because this feels like a fresh start, and this video is all about starting this year off on the right foot. So I am so excited to get into this. I feel like it's going to be an amazing year for you, for me, everyone. So let's start off 2025 on a great foot. But you guys, I'm so excited for this year. This vlog is going to be dedicated to resetting for the New Year's. It's like January 4th right now, but hey, you can never start too late. And I've already started taking some steps, but what we're going to do in this video is we are going to set some goals for the New Year's. I have some personal writing, reading, health, content creation related goals that I'll be sharing with you guys. I'm also going to be doing a cleaning reset. I made sure that none of the mess in my room is in frame, but every inch out of this frame is so freaking messy, and I cannot have a peaceful state of mind in a messy room, so we're gonna need to clean that. Oh, also wanted to point out that he got me a microphone too. He got me a Rode microphone, an SD card like adapter. So thankful, so grateful. However, I was so excited to use this that I didn't set up the microphone because I'm losing daylight. So next video, microphone quality will be a lot better. But I'm also gonna walk you guys through my Notion template for 2025. I have started making it. I'm so proud of it. I love using Notion genuinely so much to plan out certain aspects of my life. I use it for school so much because it makes me feel way less overwhelmed with balancing everything that I have to do. It makes life easy and it's aesthetic, and I wanted to upgrade it this year and have it include every facet of my life. So I have a writing tracker in it, a reading tracker, workout tracker, etc. So I want to walk you guys through the entire thing, but I'm also not completely done setting it up, so we're gonna also have to finish that as well. Like, I haven't set up the writing tracker and stuff yet, and I have never tracked my writing outside of NaNoWriMo, so like how many words I write a day and my like monthly writing stats and stuff. So I'm very excited to do that this year, and I think it'll be really beneficial, especially because one of my major goals this year is to become a full-time writer. So let's just get into it. I'm gonna tell you guys the goals I have for this year, not all of them because some of them are very personal, but, and I will say this, I am someone who dreams big. I am not afraid to set a big goal because I feel like you accomplish more by dreaming bigger. So I'm gonna start off with my writing goals for this year because that's such an important part of my life. My dream vision for the future is to be a full-time author. So to do that, I need to publish a book. So my first ultimate goal of the year is to start querying one of my novels. I have not queried a single thing yet because I wanted to wait until obviously I thought one of my writing projects was at the place where it was ready to be queried, and I'm getting so close with one of my work in progresses. So this is the year. This is the year we start querying. For those of you who don't know, I'm writing 2 romance novels right now. One is called Into the Limelight, one is Conditions Attached, and I'm currently working on what I'm hoping to be the final draft of Into the Limelight. So the goal is to start querying that this year, and I know it will happen. We are getting so close. This is gonna happen this year. Putting it out there. And then for Conditions Attached, I just finished the first draft of that last year, so that's an accomplishment for 2024 that I'm really proud of. And that's a novel I also plan on querying in the future. Not necessarily this year, but it could happen this year, depending on how much progress we get done. But I obviously want to continue to make progress in that novel too. A system that's worked really well for me is to have 2 writing projects, or 2 novels that I'm working on at the same time. So if I am gonna start querying Project ITL, that opens up room for another novel for me to start writing a new story, which is so exciting. And same with Conditions Attached. When I finish that novel, start a new one. So that brings me to my second writing goal, which is to finish a first draft of a story. So whether I do this during NaNoWriMo or even before that, if we get to it before that, I just want to finish the first draft of a new story. I feel like that'll be a great goal to achieve, and I think this is a very achievable goal for me. And a sub goal kind of in that is to work on drafting faster, and that doesn't necessarily mean like sacrificing quality of the work just to like get it out there. It means making better use of my time for writing, so writing more during the day, like having more writing sessions, and also pushing myself with my writing goals. So write 2,000 words a day or write 1,500 words a day, whatever it is. Being able to draft quicker is definitely a skill I'll need if I want to be a traditionally published author, because you will be writing on deadline. So that's a goal of mine, which goes with my next goal, which which is to find my perfect writing routine, which will be a video coming up very soon because I'm going to be testing out different routines to kind of find what sticks for me. Because I want to be a full-time writer, I graduated school, I'm not working, and I'm taking this time to work on my writing. I want to treat it as a 9-to-5 job, so same as YouTube also, but I'll get into that for my content creation goals. But I want to put that much time and dedication as you would for an actual job. So not necessarily I'm going to write from 9 to 5. No. I just mean like I want a consistent writing routine that works well for me. And then my final writing goal is to submit a short story for publication in a magazine or anything that accepts short story submissions. I have never put up any of my work in any contests or to be published or anything of that sort, and I write novels, so obviously my goal is to query a novel this year. But also in my writing degree, we learned that it's good to put your work out there, even the shorter pieces like poetry, short stories / fiction. There are lots of places that are looking for work like that, and it's kind of good to get that validation of publishing something before you wait to publish a full novel. Sometimes if it's a long process, it feels nice to have that. Not saying you need it, but it does feel nice. And I've written a couple of short stories, very short stories for assignments throughout my degree that I'm actually really proud of, and at some point this year I definitely want to try to submit them to places and see if I can get them published. So that's an exciting goal, and those are the only writing goals that I've made for this year. But let me know what your guys' writing goals are for the year. I would love to know. Maybe I'll update my list as well. But yeah, those are my goals and I'm very, very excited. Moving on to reading, I have set my goal for the past 2 years to be 30 books. Have I achieved those goals? Not even close. Not even close. Am I going to set my goal to 30 books again this year? Yes, I will. Here's the thing though, here is the thing. Some people are so good at balancing school and reading and other things. I am not that kind of person. So I did not have a lot of time to read for pleasure last year, but this year my schedule is so much more open and I want to dedicate more time to reading, because also reading makes you a better writer. It motivates you to write more. So we need to be reading more. So I am setting my goal for 30 books again for this year. Guys, if we even get closer to that number, it's a win for me, okay? But I'm determined. I want to get to 30 books by the end of the year, which ties into some of my personal goals, which is one, limiting my screen time early in the morning and late at night. So late at night, I want to be reading before I go to bed, which I've kind of been implementing recently, and I love it so much. It greatly improves my sleep, and in the morning, it greatly improves my mood for the rest of the day. Not reading in the morning. I don't read in the morning. I just no screen time in the morning. For other personal goals, I have more Bible study. I want to be reading the Bible more, spending more time with God. I have physical activity daily. I want to set a more concrete fitness goal, but baby steps, because I haven't been working out much recently. I just want to do something physically active every single day, and that's also for my mental health, because I feel mentally 10,000 times better after some form of cardio. I don't know what it is scientifically, but I just feel so much happier. So for my physical activity daily, I want to continue to educate myself. I'm no longer in school, but I still want to be enhancing my knowledge on or in different areas like writing, so watching educational videos, reading educational books, general knowledge like health, and I don't know, whatever topic interests me to know more about, I want to continue to educate myself. So that could be like a video a day or a video every other day, something like that, or like a book or something. That's one of my goals. And then moving on to social media, because that's kind of what I do. I want to make it to a point where social media and content creation can be a full-time job for me, as well as writing, obviously. And I'm so blessed and grateful for the growth I've had on this channel in the past year and in the years before that. And I thank you guys so much for your support. It means so much to me, and it makes it possible for me to continue to do this, which is literally a dream come true. So I would love to grow my channel. I'm gonna throw numbers out there. Again, high achieving, but the point is to dream big. So my goals are 50K subscribers, 10K on Instagram and TikTok. I want to be posting on Instagram and TikTok more to be connecting with you guys more through stories, posts, reels, TikToks. I've done a couple TikToks recently and they were so fun to film. So I definitely want to be more active on these platforms and to hit those milestones. And then for my channel, I want to post at least 1 time a week, if I can 2 times a week. I don't want to burn myself out in any way, shape, or form possible, and I have a tendency to bite off more than I can chew. So this next month of like January, next couple of weeks, is going to be me kind of finding my routine, what works best for me in terms of balancing my goals as full-time writing and full-time content creation. But at least once a week is my hard set goal. I also, like I said, with the whole routine, finding a routine, I do not want to be working into the night. I feel like with a job like this, social media, you feel like you constantly have to be filming things or editing if you're not filming or planning the next thing. Like, of course I want to do all that, but I don't want it to consume my life at all. So I want to have a cutoff time, whether it's like 5 p.m. like, you know how people go to work, they have a 9 to 5, or like take weekends off or something, because then I'll be more refreshed and I can come back with even more energy to produce more content. And obviously it's not a hard set thing. Like if I'm filming a day in my life, it's gonna go into the evening, but this is just a general structure. Like I just don't want to be content mode on 24/7. I feel like that's just not great for my mental health. So yeah, those are some of my bigger goals for 2025, and I'm so excited for the year ahead. So let's get to it. Let's just get straight into the reset for the year. I want to start off by cleaning my room because, like I said, I do not feel at peace when my room is a mess, and I don't feel like I can be productive in my room, and I do a lot of stuff in my room. So I feel like, oh, in my writing desk too, I have literally not been at my desk because it is a complete mess, and obviously that's where I do my writing. I need that space to be clear. Also, another video that's coming up is I'm going to do a whole writing desk reset, decoration, everything, because I want it to feel like a space that reinvigorates my creativity. So I'm very excited for that. I already started planning it out, but I do just want to do a general clean of my room for right now to reset. And also, if you're wondering why I have a full face of makeup on but pajamas, my goal was just cozy, no makeup for cleaning my room, but I have to take passport pictures today. So I was like, do I really want another picture for the next 10 years that I have to be like, ooh, every time I show it to anyone? No, I wanted to actually put some effort in. So the plan is clean my room, get my passport pictures taken, come back and continue creating my Notion. I might spend all night doing it. It's really fun. Honestly, it's so fun doing it. And then I'll show you the Notion board tomorrow. Well, same video for you, but tomorrow for me. Yeah, I'm excited. Let's do it. All right, you guys, it's time for me to expose my room. But before I start, this is a safe space. Let's not judge too hard. Okay. We listen and we don't judge. In a previous video, I asked you guys where you think I should put this sign that my friend got me, and there were like options between the bookshelf and my nightstand, and I think I might have to tally up the comments again, but I'm pretty sure most of you said the nightstand, so we're gonna finally move this to my nightstand. I actually really like this setup. What do we think? Because I have the books that I'm currently reading here at the top, which I'm reading Blue Sisters and The Partner Plot, which is a great spot because if I'm reading at night, it's right at my nightstand, and also just reminds me to read them because I see them more often. So, you know, Partner Plot is kind of ruining the color scheme we've got going, but it's okay. Maybe that's just a sign to finish it sooner. But I still think it's really cute. And then I have the book lover side, and honestly, this is why I asked for your guys' opinion. You are so right. It looks so good there. And then I have a spot for my mug because the reason I have a reading pillow right here is I will be doing work on my bed, so always need a spot for my coffee or my tea. And then I have my diffuser and my plant. And then here I have my devotion and my Bible and a purse. This is hands down the scariest part. Wait guys, that took like 2 seconds to do. This shows that you just gotta do it. Sometimes you just gotta do it and it seems more overwhelming than it's actually gonna be. That took like 2 seconds and it's done. And I think it looks so cute right now. Very aesthetic, minimal, but I'm still so excited to do the video where I revamp this space because I have ideas and I'm so excited for them. So that's still gonna happen, but I'm so glad that it's clean for right now. Amazing. Okay guys, the room is done. I feel so much better. It looks so good. It's insane how a clean room changes your whole entire mindset. Like, this feels so good. Now I'm gonna go get my passport pictures taken. Ugh. I feel like it's just such an awkward experience because you can't smile and you're just there like obviously I'm not gonna like how I look at a passport if I can't smile, so I'm just gonna be like, or should I? Like, what if I arch an eyebrow? Will they say anything about that? Like, what if I like quirk my lip up ever the slightest? I'm gonna try it, guys. I don't care. We're not doing the mugshot. It's a couple mornings later, I'm not gonna lie. You guys, I got my passport pictures taken, and why do I not hate them? Like, it still looks like a mugshot, but it looks way better than my other picture. So I consider that a win. Anyway, it's a couple mornings later. I'm finally finished my Notion board, and I'm so proud of it and excited to use it. It's very similar to my one from last year, but I've made some tweaks to make it more efficient to me, and this is gonna be great. And it's Monday right now, now January 6th. Apparently that's the new January 1st because everyone loves a clean, fresh start on a Monday. And I'm not mad at that because we are not starting fresh out the gate, but it's never too late to start. So let me show you the Notion board. Okay guys, so my laptop actually opens up to my vision board, which is my wallpaper. And I did this last year as well. It worked out so well for me because anytime I turned on my laptop, it was right there. And I have a video last year where I made my vision board. I followed the exact same process this year to make this one, and I'm so proud of how it turned out. It's so cute. I love it so much. It covers every facet of my life that I have goals in, whether that's faith, writing, finances, reading, content creation, etc. All the pictures are here to motivate me with a lot of quotes too, so I absolutely love this. I think making a vision board is a great way to motivate yourself throughout the year because you see pictures of all the things that you want in your life, which makes you more likely to work to accomplishing them every single day. So I did this last year, had it as a vision board the whole entire year, and I'm so excited to have this one as my vision board and background for this year. Totally go check out that video if you want to make a vision board for yourself. It was a super fun process. It took me a couple hours, but I just watched some TV, pulled out my Pinterest, my Canva, and just got to work. And yeah, I love it a lot. So I'm going to show you guys my Notion board now. This is my 2025 Notion board. I am so proud of it. Like every time I open it, it makes me smile just because it to me, it's so aesthetic. The great thing about Notion is that you can cater it to your own aesthetic, to your own liking. It's highly customizable. You can make a Notion board from scratch, but you can also follow templates that are out there. And I did a mix of both, but I'm so proud of how this dashboard page turned out because I designed this myself. So yes, this is the front page. I just took some pictures from my vision board and put it as the cover. And then there are websites you can use to find little custom widgets to add. Like I added this clock, websites like Indify, Widgetbox, Aption. So on the front page, I really wanted to have all of my priority things here to see. So I have my daily to-do list. As you can see, I have a long to-do list for today. So it's good that I woke up early and got started on it, but I have my daily to-do list here. I just put a little quote here that says gratitude, grace, and growth because I feel like that very much captures what I want this year to look like. And then I have my monthly goals on the right here. So this will change every single month. I'll update it for my new monthly goals, which will obviously slowly build up to my 2025 goals, which are down here. I also love this picture so much. It's so pretty. It's not my picture. I took it off of Pinterest, but I was going for like a green aesthetic for my Notion this year. I'm loving the color sage green recently, so I thought that looked really nice. But down here, I just have my 2025 goals, which I can obviously check things off as I accomplish them, which is super motivating and exciting. And then I have a calendar here. Again, what site did I use for this one? I used Widgetbox for this one, and it's so pretty. It's so cute. And then here I have a quote of the day. So this just refreshes every time I open the page. It's a new quote. And then on the left here, I have access to all of the pages in my Notion. I have my content creator hub, which is where I plan everything for YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, just all my social media. And then I have my writing tracker, which is a new addition this year to my Notion. And I'm so excited about that. I have my book journal, my habit tracker, my finance tracker, and my recipe book. This Notion template isn't completely done. I love how my glasses anyway, but this is everything I have for right now, and obviously I can constantly be updating it and tweaking it. Yeah, so let's start with the writing tracker because I'm really excited about this one. So I got a comment recently from one of you saying like, oh, why don't you use Notion for writing? And I was like, how have I never thought of that? I use Notion a lot. I love Notion, but I've never thought to use it for my writing. So thank you so much to the person that commented that because I am so excited to be able to track my writing in Notion now. So I'm starting off really simple with this writing page for my Notion. For one, there are not a lot of templates for writers on Notion. There actually are a lot of good ones, but I didn't find any that really worked with what I wanted to, or with the way that I wanted to use Notion. So definitely go search some up if you want to use Notion for writing. There are a lot to look through and choose from. I kind of took inspiration from some different ones and curated it to be perfect for how I want to use Notion. So it's not super intensive, but I don't need it to be, especially because I use Scrivener and it tracks a lot on that platform itself. So this is my page. I love it. It's so pretty. And I have two work in progress focus right now. What I'm working on at the moment is Into the Limelight, so that's the one that I have up here, and I'd probably just like copy this for each project. But I saw this like tracker thing where you can like go up and down a little counter, and I thought it'd be perfect to do chapters edited because this isn't a first draft, so it's not really the word count that I'm concerned with, but more so how many chapters I've edited. I have 25 planned out, so every time I finish a chapter I get to just count it here, which I thought is really cute. And then I have a word count tracker. So if I was doing a first draft, I think this would be a lot more helpful to me, or when I do first drafts, because I can track my word count and make sure I'm on track. For a third draft, when I'm revising, I'm not really paying attention to how many words I write in a day. It's more so the progress of how many chapters am I getting through for revising. So I'm probably going to use word count trackers for the drafts that I'm writing this year. However, I still can use it for this third draft. I just probably won't be updating it daily, but here I write the session, the date, the manuscript total at the start of the day and at the end of the day. And then if I enter in how many days I have left and what my manuscript goal is, whether that's 50,000, 60,000, minus 70,000 for this, it automatically calculates the word count that I need for the day. And obviously if I put start of the day, end of the day, like how many words, it'll calculate the word count that I got for the day. So it'll show a little bar of my daily progress and my manuscript progress, which I think is such a cool feature. This particular tracker I got from a template, so shout out to the person who created that, but I modified it and took some stuff out to tailor it more to my needs. And then down here, this is the most exciting part to me, I added in a Pomodoro timer because I love doing writing sprints and I love using Pomodoro timers. And when I found out you could literally add one directly to the Notion board, I was like, this is amazing. So to get this exact one, actually, it's just this link. So if you copy and paste this link, like I'll show you right now, copy, and all you have to do is paste it in and then hit embed right there. It just adds it in, which is so cool. So very excited about that. I can literally start a timer, stop it. I can do a short break, like long break. I just think it's really cool to be able to access this directly on my Notion board for my writing. And then down here, a feature that I added that I just have been wanting to have for some time is a backup. For my work, I work on Scrivener, and Scrivener automatically backs up your work. I've heard writing horror stories where people have lost their work, and I would be heartbroken, crushed, doesn't even mean to describe it, if I ever lost any of my writing. So even though Scrivener has a backup, I wanted to actively back up my projects even more, just for extra security. So I thought, why not have a backup here? I'm gonna put down my chapters, and then this one's empty, so I'll show you this, but chapter 1 and 2 I already put in because those ones are done for draft 3, and I'm currently working on chapter 3. So basically when I'm done a chapter, I'll come in here, open it up, paste my chapter in here, and then here it shows my last edited time, which I think is so important, so I know what date I backed up what chapter. So this is a manual method. It's probably not the most effective, but I think it'll work really well for me for now, and it'll give me that peace of mind. Let me know what you guys do for backing up your work, because I'm open to more ways to do that. And that's literally it for the writing section of this. I do want to add more things to this, but I didn't want to be overwhelmed to start off, so this is just everything that I have. I don't use Notion to write out my actual stories or to plan anything out because I already have everything planned out, but maybe for my next draft I can fully dive into that for Notion. Character profile templates, storyline, everything, and do it in here, but I have a different planner that I usually use for that, so we'll see. But this is what I have for now. Ugh, guys, my computer fan is so loud right now because I'm recording my screen and my laptop is horrendously horrible. I hate it so much. So I already know that the audio is probably going to be a little bit bad, and I'm so sorry about that, but let's move on. Let me show you guys my book journal. This one was a template from a creator on YouTube. Her name is Just Ali. I love her videos, and she shared a reading journal template that she had, and I had to use it because it was so cute. This is what it looks like. It just makes me happy when I look at it because it's so colorful, and it has the same kind of counter that I use for my writing tracker, but it's for books read this year. Like I said before, my goal this year is to read 30 books. Honestly, let's just set that goal right now. I'm gonna set this goal on Goodreads and on Fable. I am slowly transitioning to Fable because I absolutely love the interface of Fable for tracking my reading, and I feel like Goodreads is due for an update, but they just have not been hearing people out. They haven't updated it, but I still love Goodreads, so I'm on both, and I will be tracking my reading on both because I still do love Goodreads. It's just Fable is everything I want Goodreads to be, so let's set set our 2025 reading challenge as 30 books. I really hope I can accomplish that this year. I don't set like a huge goal like 50 or 100 because if I aim too high, I feel like I'll be reading just to hit a number and that'll take the enjoyment out of reading for me, which I absolutely do not want to do. I read because I enjoy reading and I don't want to turn it into something that feels like competition based or a chore. Like I just want to enjoy reading, and the reason my goal is 30 books is because I do want to read more than I've been reading before, because like I said, it makes you a better writer, and the more time I spend reading, the less time I spend on my screen. So I feel like that'll be great for the year. So very exciting. We've set our goal as 30 books. Also, the link to my Goodreads and Fable if you want to be friends is in my description below. Also, if you also want to join Fable, it's really cool because it allows you to link your Goodreads stats to Fable, so you don't have to re-put everything in there, like the books you've read, want to read, your ratings, your reviews. It's seriously so amazing. So let's set our goal on here. Okay, I'm actually going to use my phone because the website I think is way less developed than the app, so we're going to set it on here. So set goal to 30 books. Yay! Okay, back to the Notion board. This is the book journal. Again, this template is also very simple, but for me, less is more when it comes to planners, because I feel like if there's too much, if there are too many things to be filling out, I'm less likely to be filling it out daily, weekly, monthly, whatever it is. So for me, less is more. Here we have a monthly book log, so I can just put down the books that I'm reading for each month. These are the 2 books that I'm currently reading, and then when I start to be able to do TBRs for the month, I can lay out all of the books beforehand and know what books I want to be reading. So again, shout out to Ali. This is such a good template. When you click on it, you put in the title and the author, and then you can put date started, date finished, the rating. It has like the star rating here, so whatever I rate it. And then the genre, the month read, the status. So there are 3 statuses. There's currently reading, want to read, and finish. So obviously there's something that I'm currently reading. And if I have a TBR, I will put the book in as want to read. And then down here, there's a spot to put your review, some quotes, which is going to be so nice for me to be able to put all my quotes there and kind of keep track of all my quotes in my books. And then there's like a little section she put here, which is reflect on your reading. So there's that for every single month, which I think will be nice to see. And then at the bottom, it has a year in review, and these pictures are so pretty, stunning, love them. So here it'll automatically put the books in the ranking catalog. So like it'll take the books from here and the information you put in here, and it will rank the books for you. Same thing with here, it'll show you what you're currently reading, what you finished, what you want to read. So very simple. If I want to add more to it, I will, but I'm very happy with this for right now. And let's move on to the Content Creator Hub. This is another page that I'm going to be using very frequently to plan out my YouTube, Instagram, TikTok content. I do want to fully dedicate my time to writing and content creation this year to allow them to become my full-time jobs this year. So this hub is very important. It's so aesthetic. I love this page. This was a template I got from another YouTuber, and there will be quite a few tweaks that I make to this because there are some things that I'm like, ooh, probably won't be using that, but I do love that off the bat we've got a weekly spread of what we have to do, what we're going to post. So here I'll put like film this, edit this, take thumbnail, post this or upload this. I want to start planning out my TikTok, so TikTok film this, or like an Instagram post for example. So I have the weekly spread here, and then I can put things into my content schedule on my calendar. There's also an ideas section, which I love. I use my notes app on my phone for this right now, but it'll be nice to have this in Notion, where basically I put down all my little video ideas and the status. Am I filming it? Is it just an idea for right now? Am I editing it? So the different status tags we have are posted, scheduling, editing, filming, idea, and then film date, post date. This will be good too for when I have collaborations with brands to make sure that I'm posting it on the date that I'm supposed to post it, and then what platform it is, and then these will show up on the calendar. So see there it says August 1st because I haven't put anything in yet. If we go to the date that everything is scheduled for, you can kind of see everything here, and I love that it has a different color for the different platforms, so I think that's pretty cool. And then it's organized in board view so I can see it like this as well. And then here I can put in all the links for direct access to my YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And then this is where the area I'm going to change stuff, because TikTok is not my main priority, YouTube is, so I might just take this whole part out. I don't know. A little tweaking needs to be done, but I do love this section because the main part of my planning for content is planning planning out the ideas, planning out when I'm filming them, when I'm editing them, when I'm posting them, and if I want to continue with my plan to be consistent for posting, so once a week at the least, 2 a week ideally, then this is very, very important for me to be planning that stuff out. So there's that. And then I just have my finance tracker because I want to be much better with my finances this year and saving and things like that. So I'm tracking my income for the month and my expenses. And then I have a recipe book, which is great because I've actually been using this before. So anytime I find a recipe that I like, I will put it in the recipe book and then I have access to it whenever I want to use it again. And this, I can track my ratings for it and everything and notes I have for it. So that's great. And then I also have my habit tracker. It's another template I found. It's very simple. I just put in everything that is a habit I want to do daily. And then on the day, I just check off if I've done it or not. So right now I just have workout, read, write, water, which is a cup of water a day, and pray, whether it's Bible study, devotion. And that's it. That's my 2025 planner.